You are joined here with Victor Garsley.
I'm the Crow Boy.
I'm Mr. Grave.
And I am Frank and Jean.
And you are here on Sin and Gin Podcast, the podcast where we talk shit, play games, tell facts, and we put each other's foreskins in each other's foreskins.
Yeah, docking.
Yeah, that's what we do.
And we're bored.
How you instantly knew the term. Yeah, docking. I know it well.
I'm more worried that you were the only one that didn't.
Yeah, fair point.
What have you been calling it when we've been starting the games?
Guys, he's not allowed to our docking parties.
Oh.
That's all right. I'll just wear my own as a hat. It's fine. When I don't have my flat cap, I just stick that on.
What is that what you're wearing now?
That's his docking
Yes,
stocking.
this is my foreskin day.
His docking stocking. Oh, fucking hell, that needs an advert.
Yeah.
Talking.
So what was that? We didn't even make the first 30 seconds there without falling into absolute chaos.
Talking about penises again.
If this is the first time you listen to Sin and Gin, it doesn't get any better, I'm afraid. So
it's a crap podcast.
yeah, it's a crap podcast for crap people, but
It's basically four
those
middle-aged
people.
men getting pissed and talking crap.
Yeah, and it's loosely based to the band Victor and the Bully, so check them out. Check them out.
I forgot
Do you remember that, Bad?
about them.
They did something a couple of months ago.
Yeah. So Matt, how's your week been?
You know what? I've had a pretty good week. I've had
no broken
injuries,
bones?
no broken bones, no fires. I've got some really interesting news, guys. I've had some flooring put down in my bathroom.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've done that. I've ordered. I'm getting.
You got some new taps as well?
I got some new taps.
I've heard you got some new taps.
and a new shower.
Ooh.
I know.
8.
And tomorrow, which will be the 25th of July, I am getting a new PC just for writing music.
Oh, it writes some music for you. Might have some good tunes for once.
Well, hey, you're the one that's writing with me, mate. So
Yeah.
so yeah, it's actually been a pretty decent week, actually. And that's my part. On to next person.
Dave, what have you been up to this week?
Not a lot this week, but this weekend I've got my first gig, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got like a streaming thing that we're trying out at the venue that I work at, but it's not an actual music event. It's a thing called chess boxing, which I don't know if you guys have heard of.
Oh, yeah.
We may have mentioned it before, but
I haven't heard of it.
No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
it's really interesting.
It's a weird old thing. It's an old Russian tradition where basically you have 3 minutes of chess where you've got, in those 3 minutes, you've got to either, what's the term? Checkmate your player, I guess is the term.
Check or checkmate.
Well, check, yeah.
Something like that. And if you don't do it in those first 3 minutes, it then goes into a round of boxing. And if you don't knock someone out or, you know, whatever you do in boxing to get them down or take them out of the game in those 3 minutes, it then goes back to chess. And basically, it's an old school tradition of basically seeing how good your brain still works after being punched and beaten up.
That sounds very Russian.
It's kind of like you feel like there should be a couple of
Is that in a gulag?
In the gulag.
Do you work in a gulag?
Did you get an AK?
Stand around shouting and chucking things at each other. And
So
stuff.
basically, you're collecting all the henchest nerds around.
Pretty much.
I was going to say, I almost feel like that's kind of like brawn people were getting pissed off with brainy people beating them in mental like escapades. So like, I'll tell you what, mate, we'll put this in on top of it, then I can smash your head in.
If you like me in this next minute, I'll kick your teeth in.
I'm very intrigued about chess boxing. I'm bad at both, so I'm much more.
I don't know how to play chess. I could do drafts.
I can do
Giraffes. You could do giraffes.
For a giraffe.
do a variety of lawn sports. You know, like the tennis with the sticky pad that you throw and try and catch it.
Yeah.
I'm good at that.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Badminton, that's nice and slow.
Yeah, badminton's nice. Well, yeah, badminton's nice and slow. I like a bit of badminton.
What about the frisbee? What about like extreme frisbee?
It's a bit fast. Bit
it's
high.
fast.
Bit high. I'm
scary.
vertically challenged.
What about swing ball?
Swing ball's very good. Me and my sister used to try and smash each other in the face with the swing ball.
Just ignore the swing ball. Just keep hitting each other with the bats.
Pretty much.
I remember going camping one time, and me and my brother were like getting really good at like just the back and forth. We'd get absolutely knackered.
That's why your parents brought it. Now, getting to this age is to realise that's why your parents brought it with them.
Yeah.
To tire you two little
There you
fuckers
go.
out. Ash, what have you been up to?
Um,
Buying more black black to go in the screen.
Yeah, very
Black
very
possessions.
dark.
For those of you who can't see, Ash has got black hair and beard, black bed covers, a black shirt, a black hat, and a black curtain. So 3/4 of his real estate on the Zoom call is
has a white headboard. Thank you.
darkness. Oh, sorry, yeah, he's got a white headboard and he's got kind of creamy walls.
It just looks like a floating face.
I am a floating face.
Sorry,
I've always been a floating face. No, you're fine. You're fine.
I jest.
No, go on.
You're fine.
Back him
You're
off.
fine.
Keep insulting me.
Well, to add to the blackness, I got some black speakers this week. Some new black speakers. So that's good because I was working with one for like 2 months because one of them broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
That's why everything was coming out the left ear when you mix it.
Yeah, no, it did help with my mixing though, but I've got better at it thanks to that. And I'm going back to work tomorrow, so
The land of no foam.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, you're starting on a Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Yeah, so am I. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Crap.
I'll give off. And
No,
be
it's all good.
Saturday.
It'd be interesting to see how it goes. It's going to be an interesting.
Good
month,
luck, mate.
so-
Good luck.
So
Thank
did you
you.
sort out your phone problem?
Oh yeah. Did
Oh,
yeah, definitely.
Sorted the phone problem out.
Sold
You
it in
weren't
minutes.
Foam Emporium, mate.
That advert cleared it all up.
Yeah.
That is true.
No, folks.
Well, as Matt knows, this week has been a very busy week for me at work.
Wait,
I've been doing.
hold on. Yeah. So,
Wait.
Joe, what have you been doing?
Oh, so yeah. So as you know, Matt, this week's been very busy for me at work. I've been doing very long days. We had a very tight deadline to do, and I was going a bit mad. So you know me, I fell down a bit of a rabbit hole. Do you guys know TikTok, right? So yeah,
Unfortunately.
yeah. So TikTok's like the juvenile preteen app for. I mean, we're getting old, so the next generation is taking over, and their customs make no sense to us. I mean, we had Vine, which was like the short video sharing app, and they've got TikTok, but I don't understand it. I don't understand what's going on. And if you are a regular listener to the podcast, I talked about Imagines a few weeks ago. And I fell down a rabbit hole of POVs. Now, have any of you seen TikTok POVs?
No.
I
not
assume
TikTok, yeah.
POV is point of view.
Point of view. Now, this is where I don't know if these kids all want to be their suppressed actors, but they're getting their acting chops out on this app. So it's always like hashtag POV, hashtag acting. And it's like the POVs are really weird. So like it's always
I think I've seen this.
yeah. So it's always like a really loud pop song with no like audio from the creator. I'm using air quotes for creator. And it's like they start off quite innocent. So there was one that just said, "At the homecoming, and I see the football captain." And it's like this kid and this girl, and she like turns around and she's like, "Oh," and the music's like, "I'm a man of my dreams." And then it's like there's the really boring ones. There's this girl leaning over a camera and just goes, "We're talking about a mutual friend," and this really loud song's playing. It's just going like silence, and then it starts to get a bit weird. And this is where I don't understand. So you get these e-boy fuckboys, like chiseled jaw, but they're basically empty in the brain.
Yeah.
So one of them I saw was called "You're dating the mafia leader, and he sees you in the black gown that he bought you for the first time." And it's just him looking at the camera with like a steely gaze, with like a slight like moistening of the eye, and he's like, "Oh my god." And it's like playing like
cringy. As
it's fucking. You've got to look at them. So
they're just reenacting like scenarios that have been put. It is fucking cringy.
yeah, but it started off as like the trend started off with them miming along to film quotes, so bits from like The Notebook and all these other films, and it's evolved into them making up their own scenarios. So another one was, we get into an argument which turns physical, and you stop breathing. And then the latest craze I found on there, and I own TikTok, but I don't have a TikTok account. I'm like the TikTok lurker.
That's same as me.
Yeah, because I refuse to give them my details.
It's a good thing to watch while you're having a shit and cringe while you're having a shit.
And do you know what? There's a lot of like,
wank,
I'm sure there's a lot of good content on there, and there's younger children on there, and you think you can forgive them because they know no better. But these ones I'm picking on here, they are basically adults, and some of them are like in their mid-20s as well. But this one is, you tell your vampire dad about the boy who hits you at school. You just spent the night with your vampire neighbour. There's a real like vampire trend at the minute.
Your granddad's a vampire.
Yeah,
And you stab him with a chair leg.
Stab him with a chair leg.
Oh shit! It was Count Factula.
Oh, do you know what? We should make a joint Tic Tac account.
Tic Tac.
Tic Tac. Can we make it lemon?
We should make a
Good
joint
choice.
TikTok account of taking the piss of these, like the vampire granddad one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean,
We'll just reenact all the famous TikToks.
the look.
No, we should do a TikTok account of Blank O Mattic scenarios.
I tell you what, though, what you've got to nail.
Yes.
The only thing you've got to nail is you basically look down at the floor. It's a bit like if you've seen the film Zoolander.
Yeah.
You look down at the floor to the side, and then you look into the camera, and then you make the thing go slow motion. So it's like. And then it just is like. Your vampire dad is consoling you after you got a B in your spelling test or something.
I'm just trying to think of Blank-O-Matic scenario ones, like when you step in shit with your jacket potato shoes.
like a lonely tear comes down.
Yeah. So that's been my nights in between working long shifts.
Can we set up this joint TikTok?
I mean, I'm in. I mean, you had me at joint Tic Tacs.
And we can do hashtag Sin and Gin.
Hashtag Sin. Okay, let us know if you're going to sign up to our Tic Tac account.
account.
So Matt, what have we got? What have we got this week on the old poddy?
Oh, well, I've been talking to my friend recently. He's a vampire. We all love him. He gives us the greatest facts. It's Count Factula.
Yep.
And blip, 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 blip. Oh, he's just informed me. Yes, it's the eye.
Oh, don't start this again.
I have had
Let's
some
all leave again, guys.
I have had some extra facts, some extra people. Oh, wow, that's amazing.
No. What's after that?
We have shit news, obviously.
Obviously.
We've got your game. What's your game called?
It's called Paint Me Like One of Your French Fries.
Enge me.
Whatever that game is, we don't know what that game is. And of course, we have the Blank O Mattic.
Nice.
Cool. Okay, then. I suppose we should probably move on to Count Factula.
Let's do this.
Sure.
Fuck you.
I've got facts for you. You've got facts for me. Well, here comes Count Factula to train you with his facts.
I am Count Factula.
Oh, hi, Count Factula. It's wonderful to have you here.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I am
Baby girl, because tonight is your lucky night.
Oh, well. Yes.
So welcome to Count Factula, the section of the podcast where we have discovered some interesting, weird, wonderful facts that we've barely researched. None of us know each other's facts, but we will tell our facts, talk about it, and then you can get on with your day.
Lucky you.
Lucky for some.
First fact this week is going to be Mr. Grave.
Hello there. Well, I found my one really funny. Venice is limiting the number of people on gondolas due to overweight tourists.
Oh my god,
Basically.
that's brilliant.
It's fantastic. So Venice is basically limiting the number of people allowed on gondolas because they basically their view is that people are getting bigger as time has gone on. And over the years, they've allowed us on all tourist gondolas, they've allowed a maximum of 6 people, but they're reducing it to 5. And they're just going to reduce it to 5 because they think it's less awkward than having a set of scales before you.
Could you imagine?
Pretty much, yeah, what they were going to do beforehand. But then
They should do just a frame to get onto the dock. If you can't fit through the frame.
You must be this slim to ride.
I can't help but feel though that maybe it has a story behind it. Like has
Go
one
on,
of the
fatty, get on.
has one
a couple of them are like just sunk in.
Yeah, or they've capsized or something. When they've gone, oh god, look at that over there, and the whole thing's just
just see one going along. You just see the one guy just pushing, thinking that's it. The rest of them are all like down here, like the water.
When the moon hits your ass like a big pizza pie.
I do like Venice though. Venice has a piece of my heart.
Oh.
Okay,
And we're off.
Yeah. That's so. It's been 20 minutes, and I'm done.
Thank you, everyone. That was the last Sin and Gin.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, you can only imagine how beautiful Venice is.
I mean, you were stretching with the piece of my heart. Really, you were stretching.
Go once, go twice, gondola.
Oh, Christ. This is normally my field of expertise. You've pulled them out the bag.
Go on, Dave, as you said.
I mean, that last one was very good. I like that. Dave just looks disgusted.
I'm never mentioning anything Italian ever again. That's the end of it. That's it. It's done.
It's done. Like, I'm putting my foot down. I'm never mentioning anything Italian again.
Never again. Never again. If I mention pizza, slap me.
So help me God.
Kill me now.
Oh,
that's pretty much it, really. That's all the world that's going on for my little bit of shit news.
That's not shit news, it's Count
Not
Factula.
shit news. It's Count Factula.
Okay, so next up, I think we should have Mr. Crowboy.
Yes, you know how I always moan each week about someone bringing in like a collection of facts as a fact?
So the next fact is going to be Mr. Frankenjean.
I originally had a fact, and it turned into a whole branch of facts. So, have you guys ever heard of the?
Oh no! Wait, hold on, wait. I like how you've changed cluster to a branch of facts.
As a branch of facts.
Like the moment we say I've got a cluster of facts, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, and then you come and go, no, I don't have a cluster. I have a branch of facts.
No, right. Let me give you background, right? Because you guys come, here's 25 interesting facts about poo or something like that. Or 25 ways to say the word butterfly.
I've never done that.
Yeah. This is a collection of facts about a person, mainly because 25 facts about poo. So this is my fact. So there's 25 facts about poo, yeah? No. Have you ever heard of the Habsburg Jaw?
No.
So originally my fact was going to be about that. And it was, but I started delving into a very famous person who had this syndrome. So the Habsburgs, I can never say their name, Habsburgs, were a ruling dynasty, hamburgers, that ruled over Austria, France, Spain, etc. for 650 years in the kind of we were well into the Middle Ages, and basically they liked power and they liked it so much they didn't want anyone else to have it. So they basically inbred for centuries. So cousins married cousins, uncles married nieces, and it was a whole fucking free-for-all with them all. So they kept it within the family. But unlike the sexy people in Game of Thrones, it caused quite a few physical deformities. And the main one was the Habsburg Jaw, which is a severe underbite. And honestly, if you're not driving right now and you're listening to this podcast, Google the Habsburg Jaw. It's basically like a chin that comes out like comically. And basically they all had it. Even the distant relatives had a version of it. Like Marie Antoinette was a relative of the family.
Holy crap, I just Googled it now. It looks like bloody Jimmy Hill.
Yeah,
Let me have a look.
Yeah, honestly, have a look while I'm talking about it.
I think that's quite a good one.
That's good. Yeah, you've got it. That's you. But basically, the dynasty ended with Charles II. He was the last of this line of inbreeding, and the people called him Charles the Bewitched, and there's a reason for that, because he was so fucking ugly. But basically, his dad was Philip IV of Spain, and he married his sister's daughter, so it made his grandmother his aunt and his father his great uncle, which is confusing enough.
Right.
And he had the syndrome so bad, if you look up Charles II of Spain, that he couldn't even close his mouth when eating, and often food would just fall out when he was eating.
Oh, really?
He was a mess. He also had like every known disease when he was a child, like rubella, smallpox, chicken pox. Yeah. He was so ugly.
The whole set.
He was so ugly, the country called him Charles the Bewitched, and he used to terrify his first wife, who couldn't bear to be in the same room as him. Yeah, couldn't bear to be in the same room as him. But it was imperative that he had a child, because he was the last in this, this glorious line of inbreds. And my fact, and this comes to where my fact, the crux of my fact.
Right.
He had two wives, and they didn't have children. Neither of them had children. So his doctor recommended that he slept with the corpse of his deceased father once a week to bring up his virality levels. Now, I don't know about you.
The corpse of his dad.
Yeah, his dad was 50 when he had him, which is obviously old in those times anyway. So his dad died when he was young. So he kept the corpse around, and the doctor was like, "You should sleep in the same bed as it because it will help you have a baby." So he'd sleep in the corpse of his dead dad, and then he'd walk into his wife's room and be like, I'm ready, let's bang. Let's do it. Fuck me now.
It works for me.
I'm so turned on right now. Let's get to it.
And
I struggled to hold myself together.
yeah, and weirdly enough, that didn't help. It turned out that after he died, the autopsy revealed that he had one shriveled black atrophied testicle, and that's probably the reason why he couldn't have.
Oh.
But his death did lead to the War of the Spanish Succession, and a new Spain came into power. So
less incesty.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the incesty Jaw of Doom, featuring one black testicle boy.
Okay.
One shriveled black ball.
Mr. Frankengene, what's yours?
Okay, so did you know that some people can get drunk without drinking alcohol? Turns out there is a syndrome called Brewery syndrome, and it's the bacteria in your gut ferment carbs, which then turns into ethanol, which then goes into your bloodstream and makes you feel intoxicated.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sold. I'm in.
It turns out it usually affects people that have a very high carb diet. And people that eat high carb meals, it affects them. Yeah, when they eat a high amount, the people that suffer with the syndrome, when they eat a high amount of carbs, that's when it affects them the most. Funny thing is, though, is that this syndrome has actually been used in court in the past with drunk driving charges. And people have used this as a thing. Like they said, I've not drunk any alcohol. They basically get pulled over, take a breath test. It says they've been drinking.
So it can't be incredibly uncommon then if it's made its way into law. It's one of those. I think it's rare, but it's probably not as rare as you believe. It's known as ABS, but apparently there is another variant which is a urinary brewery disease. So it ferments in your bladder instead of your gut. And that's no fun.
So if you piss in someone's mouth, they get drunk.
Let's try it.
Let's put it this way.
I'm game to experiment.
The thing that made me laugh of it just said, like in this, it says, you don't develop the symptoms of intoxication, but if you were to do a urine test for alcohol, that would obviously become positive.
Oh, of course,
but also, your urine gets an odour resembling wine.
I wouldn't mind that.
Is it a red or a white?
Yeah, well, I don't know specifics, Dave.
Grigio. I thought you were going to say something stupid like you can get drunk if you just eat a load of grapes and hold the juice in your mouth for a long time.
That's how I do
it in your cheeks.
It takes me ages to get fucking drunk on a night out.
It's funny. But I actually come across this by accident when I was looking earlier. It just said about a guy in Texas getting out of cold because of Brewery syndrome, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I looked into it, and here you have it. Apparently, it's
very interesting.
It's an actual condition. Yeah. So there you go.
Okay, so my fact this week is that medieval bread might get you high or kill you.
Oh yeah.
Hey, goddamn.
I'm willing to take that risk.
The Middle Ages were filled with nasty things that could kill you. Always the Black Plague. And one of the biggest things was, one of the things that could kill you was bread. And the reason because of this is because it was made.
You can relate to that, can't you, Matt?
Yeah. I had a pizza tonight, and honestly, my farts tonight could make a fox gag.
Oh.
So what it was, yes, the Middle Ages, people weren't as stupid as, or that barbaric as, people were pretty sensible. And this was a thing that happened with peasants, and basically it's due to it's basically the mold of the rye. So it's called St. Anthony's fire, which was a terrible disease, a pricking sensation in your arms and legs, and everything starts to go numb. The burning would eventually become an immense pain. Some villagers would just result in chopping off the arm. And otherwise, and if they don't chop the arm off, it would just fall off. Oh, and that's why and basically it was called St. Anthony's Fire because they used to pray to St. Anthony to help cure it.
I assume it's different from St. Elmo's fire. Yeah. We both did it.
And so what studies and researchers believe was happening is that most people were being infected by a fungus from old rye bread. You see, summer months would have been hard for the average villager. His crops would not be ready to eat. Yet so families would be at the end of their supplies. This meant that the rye used in the bread could very well have a fungus growing called ergot, E-R-G-O-T. And ergot poisoning can give you a fatigue, nausea, and diarrhea. It will even cause fainting and convulsions as it gets worse. But people used to eat it as a last resort because they were so hungry. The last reported, the main one happened in the year 944. But it does still prop up now in some countries. And basically, people used to have paranoia and hallucinations as well. And there are symptoms that during the Dark Ages, people would largely associate with dark magic and bewitchment. And there are some anthropologists theorized things like the Salem witch trials and burnings of hundreds of witches was due to the mold found in the bad rye bread.
St. Andrew's fire.
So there we are.
Yeah, I mean, it was a strange time as well because wasn't it the common fact is that the beer was safer to drink than the water because it had been boiled.
Yeah, well, that was with cholera, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it had been obviously beer had been boiled.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody was marking out, had a map of London, and they were marking out where all the deaths were, and the only place that didn't have loads of deaths was around the pub.
Yeah, bonus factula. Pew, 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 pew.
So before we go on to the next section, I do need to read out some facts that were sent in by some wonderful patriots of ours. So if you wouldn't mind,
God bless.
This was a very interesting one we had sent in.
Yeah.
Through an email from a person called Toaster Enthusiast.
Oh.
And I never realised we actually had two emails, and they're both toaster facts.
From a Toaster Enthusiast.
Yeah. The email is Toaster Enthusiast, and I won't read out their email address. But the toasterenthusiast@gmail.com. It's pretty much something like that. The first electric toaster was invented in Scotland in 1893 by a man called Alan McMasters. There we go.
Yeah.
And the second toaster fact is a toaster was invented in 1990 that can be controlled over the internet. And in 2012, a toaster was made that could recognise the toast colour shades.
Oh,
wow! So, not only that,
did the same person make one for Brown Dad?
Yeah. I've always wanted one of them clear toasters where you can see the toast being toasted.
Oh, I bet that's good.
I bet that's a good watch. I bet Toaster Enthusiast gets really...
I'd be late for work every morning.
Yeah. I bet Toaster Enthusiast gets a semi-chub over that one.
So we've got another one from Carrie Ann Troll.
Yep.
Pelican Crossing in the UK have a cone on the underside of the button that spins, letting people with a visual impairment know when it's safe to cross.
Ooh.
So yeah, if you feel it underneath like that,
yeah,
I feel underneath.
You feel it like that.
if you look like where you got the the machine and you push the button at the bottom,
it's
if
got
you kind of grab its balls, so to speak, you'll feel them vibrate.
Yeah,
when it's safe to cross.
Oh, okay.
She said,
I thought that's what the noise was for.
Oh. What if you're blind and deaf?
Leonardo da Vinci.
They go.
How they go? She also said that Leonardo da Vinci may have been dyslexic. And then last time she talked about the Friday the 13th, about the Knights Templar, and we said more research needed. She sent in. She said, expanding on a previous fact, the Knights Templar fall began on October Friday the 13th in 1307 on the orders of King Philip the Fourth. Fourth of France, who was jealous of the wealth and respect of the Knights Templar. In the months that followed, more than 600 Templars were arrested, not just high-ranking members, but non-warrior middle-aged men who managed the day-to-day banking and farming. But we also had...
No, that's a lie. It was the assassins from Assassin's Creed that stopped the Knights
Oh,
Templar.
all right. It was Ezio Auditore.
It was Ezio Auditore and his little friends.
And the last one that's been sent in was from the wonderful Scott Donaldson.
Oh, Dot Donaldson.
Yep. And he's gone on a more of a dark side. And I've heard this fact before, and it is absolutely grim. So have you heard of scaphism?
No.
SCAPHISM. Scaphism was one of the worst and most painful skin-crawling methods of torture. It was described by the Greeks as a punishment used by the Persians, and if they are to be believed, those Persians were insane. In this form of execution, the accused was trapped between two boats or in a hollowed-out tree trunk.
Oh, I have heard. Yeah, I do know this one.
And
yeah.
force-fed milk and honey. That bit doesn't sound so bad. But the milk and honey diet eventually caused horrible diarrhea, especially for you, Joe, which stayed within the wooden enclosure. The unfortunate condemned was smeared with more milk and honey and left out in the sun and near still water where bugs would be attracted to the muck and rot and sweetness. The person would inevitably die either through dehydration, exposure, or bite and sting wounds from the bugs.
Yeah, I learned about that because I think the Romans wrote about that as well. And if we know anything from the film 300, the Persians are bastards.
Yeah. So if you're an ancient Persian, don't do bad things.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stay away from Monopoly as well, because, you know.
Yeah, and you can't be the shoe. I'm the shoe.
Can't pass go.
But going back, like I said, you were saying about the Templars quickly. I was just there's something else that I remember reading about that a long time ago when Templars were being arrested and executed. Essentially, a lot of them were questioned and found through their beards because Templars usually had big beards. So
a big bushy beard.
They had to shave their beards and remove their white tunics.
Ash would be assassinated by Ezio and the Hay Gang, the Haystack Gang.
I know, would be fucked. Good old Ezio.
There's Dave just smiling like, I'm going to murder you later.
All this time, Dave was an assassin.
For the last 12 years. Planning on killing me.
This has all been part of his elaborate plan. Cool. So, what have we got next?
I don't know. What do you want to do next?
I think it's shit news, mate.
All right, do shit news.
Hi, I'm Barry Scott, and I'm here with Barry Scott, who uses Sillet Barry, Grime and Scott. So, Barry Scott, what do you think?
Well, Barry, I use it all over. The kids...
And now for the tough test. My old nozzle...
You love that one, Barry.
With this much Barry Scott on the tough jobs, every day is a doddle with Sillet Barry, Grime and Scott. Give it a go. Bang, and the dirt is gone.
This is the latest dispatch just received in our news.
Zin Podcast, bringing you the latest news from around the world with Victor Garsley, Crowboy, Frankenstein, and Mr. Graves. This is Shit News.
Yeah, it's shit news.
Welcome to Shit News. Gasps. This is a segment where we take you away from the lamestream media, all the lies from fake book, and we bring you the real shit, the real pure, filtered
Snake
shit.
Snake of news.
The snake shit.
Instead of Count Factula, can we have like a snake of news?
Snake of news. One snaky news boy. So this week in the news, we've had
for ya.
the big scoops. The scoops this week are the Great British Bake Off's Candice Brown's ex Liam claims she struggled after seeing a photo of her kissing Paul Hollywood on the cheek.
Bastard!
Love Island's Molly May Hague and Tommy Fury. Tommy, they return home.
Shit!
What?
They just returned home.
Did you say they went home? Okay.
They went home. Kate Ferdinand flaunts blossoming baby bump in workout gear. She hits
my
home
eye!
gym.
That's disgusting.
And inside Geordie Shore stars Chloe Ferry's stunning Newcastle home.
I don't mind.
Yeah, now.
But what I want to focus on this week is in a follow-up to last week's shit news.
No,
No, it's not. No, it's not. Anyone
I've
who
got a
listens last...
cluster of shit news.
Yeah, no.
Branch of clusters.
After last week where I reported on a man killing his 90-year-old dad thinking he was a vampire with a table leg. This week, a mysterious vampire slaying kit, including pistol and knife, have gone mysteriously up for auction. So read into that what you will. I think there's a rise of the vampires, perfectly. So it says the news, this is in Sky News, that credible source. It's a 19th century copy of a vampire slaying kit, and it's got a Bible, a gun, some holy water, and some other shit. And it's worth between a bottle of shark's teeth. I didn't know that was a vampire slaying thing.
Okay,
Take that.
Just indented.
Sprinkling. Okay.
A silver knife and a picture of Jesus.
Oh, well.
Was it just Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I don't reckon like garlic and steaks and stuff. I don't think that works on vampires. I reckon
A garlic steak? Well, are you trying to seduce them?
Yeah. You take
I've
them out
cooked
for
you
a
this
nice
delicious
meal.
cut.
Out for a nice meal, and then they get bloated, and you kick them in the bollocks.
Yeah.
I think we have to think of a different way to kill a vampire.
Yeah.
Okay. So my personal way of killing a vampire, I think you have to kill them through feeding them
Smarties.
Smarties.
Because Smarties make me naughty.
But not the orange ones, because that strengthens them. You have to put Smarties in little bits of pepperoni. And throw it out.
Are they yellow Smarties?
Some of them.
Because they're like the sun.
What if they give them like
they're the same colour as the sun?
Yeah. So any other suggestions for killing vampires?
I thought you actually had something, but yeah, it turned out you were just making it up as you went along. I think what's the characteristics that they can't go out in the sun? They sleep a lot in the day.
Yeah,
they don't want blood.
Sun, they don't like crosses.
An alarm clock.
Wait, what's the opposite of blood?
A scab. Feed them scabs.
Yeah, scabs. Flick scabs them.
That'll be like vampire pork scratchings.
True.
I think you found your last advert there, Matt.
Yeah, and they use tampons as tea bags.
Oh.
I didn't make the rules. That's what they like.
Vampire pork scratchings.
Judge a vampire.
Coming to a film near you.
To a what?
A film.
Coming to a film movie business.
I think the best way to beat a vampire is to bite them to turn them human.
No, that's children when they bite you, isn't it?
See how you like it, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, that really hurts.
Look, I've got a mark on my arm now.
I suddenly want to do my taxes.
You bloody bastard.
Is he Italian?
Yeah. Well,
fuck you!
I want to do my taxes. I suddenly want to go on a beach holiday.
Oh, Dave, yeah, you just spoke about Italians.
I didn't speak about Italians. You spoke.
He's like, I am Italian.
That's like the
I forgot your name was Dave Grugacini Felicio.
Wiggle pickle.
Yeah, that's the way to destroy a vampire. Bite a vampire, and it turns into regular old guy.
Just regular man who wants to do his taxes all the time.
No, I'd like to do my taxes.
Yeah. So Barry becomes Vamp Diesel. There you go.
Cool.
Okay, right. Who's?
Oh yeah, bib. I'm getting a hot news scoop from Dartford.
Hello. Yes. I'm just fighting off vampires.
Don't just bite them.
Yeah, quick.
Hand me another Smartie
and a scab.
I need a Smartie, a scab, and some dentures. Just a pair of dentures on each hand. Just
scabs are to distract.
Like the wind up teeth.
Yeah.
Like they can have a bow and arrow with dentures on the end.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What's your hot scoop? What's your hot steaming scoop?
Okay, my hot scoop is mum's disbelief as son, aged 5, explains why he stuck a marble up his bum.
Oh! Why did he stick a marble up his bum, Matt?
Why did he? Trying to kill the vampires, Mama.
Oh, that's how you die.
He stuck a marble up his bum because he was trying to keep it safe.
Oh, yeah.
And his mum went, "It's not a pocket." And he ended up... And she tried to get it out with a bit of Vaseline. She tried to get the little marble out of his bum. And she couldn't do it. So she took him to the hospital. And as he pulled his pants down and got in a squatting position, this little green marble popped out and rolled across the hospital floor. And that is my shit news.
I mean, literally.
How would they have got it out otherwise? Would they have used one of those like pumps?
Was this news, or is this an old childhood memory?
It's a memory, okay?
All right, it was 2 days ago.
Apparently, his mum did say it's not a pocket.
I love that. Squatting on the bedroom floor. Na 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 na.
So that is my shit news. I'm just getting some hot news coming in. Frankenstein, are you there?
Oh, thanks, Matthew. Yes, I am here. I'm in my bedroom. Police scrambled to reports of 6-foot panther on loose in Sussex Park, only to find it's a huge stuffed toy. Cops were scrambled to reports of a terrifying 6-foot panther on the loose in a park, only to find it was a stuffed toy. Officers were notified of an apex predator roaming a park in Staining, West Sussex, in the dead of night. Local police arrived at the scene at around 3 a.m. this morning, only to find it was a false alarm. It's got a picture. Like I said, you could probably look it up. It does look pretty real, to be fair. It's not...
Why was it left in the park? That's a pretty big thing.
It's hanging on a bench. It's hanging on a bench. I have no idea how... I'm wondering if it maybe was a prank. But, yeah, it's like...
To be fair, I wouldn't want to bring a big teddy like that home.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah. I'm sure they just left it on a park bench just for somebody else can have this.
Is there not much to do in West Side? Do you know what? I'm going to really prank the local police and leave a big panther toy on the bench. That'll really get them.
You should check my latest Amazon orders.
So I don't think they're going to be called out for like a massive shit on the bench, are they, or anything like that? So, but it says it may be. It says police officer. It may be a stuffed toy, but the attending officers didn't necessarily know that at first. So it says locals expressed their relief that the find turned out to be a cuddly toy cat.
Like they think it was going to be an actual panther.
Yeah, could be.
It's not American, Matt.
Could have escaped from somewhere. You never know.
Oh, what?
Vermin.
Bibbidi bibbidi bubbly bob, flaggity bubbly bob. Oh, getting a hot, sopping, steamy scoop coming from Orpington land.
I'm scared to touch my headphones now. My bit of information for you is a baker in France has been collecting women's urine from a public toilet to make Goldilocks bread. Now, I don't know if this is any better than the medieval bread, but basically Louise Raquette, who describes herself
nice and yeasty
feminist, deploys the urine to fertilize the wheat that she uses to make her boucle d'or, or Goldilocks bread. And next up, she wants to break the taboos over excrement. So apparently she's going to maybe be making some shit bread.
So what did you
which
that was called?
I will be telling you all about.
The taboos.
What was it called? Boucle d'or?
Bucelle d'or.
Oh, Bucelle, sorry.
B-U-C-L-E. Bucelle d'or.
Okay, sorry.
Goldilocks bread.
Boucle.
So yeah,
Goldilocks bread.
Goldilocks bread. Like,
Goldilocks.
You know,
Bucelle d'or.
bread.
So what was that?
Bread.
What's your favourite bread? I like that focaccia bread.
Very good bread, that is. Ciabatta. Oh, Dave. Come on.
Tiger bread.
I think tiger bread. The word ciabatta, though, you have to say it in a Welsh accent. It just feels really nice. Ciabatta.
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 Well, me and Dave were off to have a slice of ciabatta.
We're going to do some Italian.
Oh, you almost said Italian, didn't you?
We're going to go
see the head
somewhere Spain and have some ciabatta.
Are you the king of Spain?
I'm the king of Spain.
I'm the king of Spain. I'm the king of Spain. Sorry, Charles II, but you are long dead, so fuck you. Fuck you and your atrophied black testicle.
Yeah.
You prick.
You prick.
Dickhead.
Yeah, Habsburg chin prick. So,
Inbred wanker.
who's ready to play a game?
I'm ready.
Because it's going to be Paint Me Like One of Your French Fries up next on your Sin and Gin podcast. That's yours.
Your favourite podcast.
Your favourite, the only podcast you're allowed to listen to because we
Because if you listen to anything else, we'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, we'll find you. We'll come up.
House.
We send Dave through the internet tubes because he's thin enough. He comes up, and what he does is he goes through the internet tubes and he looks at to see if you're looking at anything else, and then he'll pop up through your computer and go, "Wait, what are you doing?" You're like, "I was only listening to Chris Mars." You're like, "Fuck Chris Mars! I'm gonna slap the shit out of you." And then Dave slaps the shit out of you and eats all your pizza
And your jam sandwiches.
and your jam
And
sandwiches.
then sleeps with your dead dad and then gets busy with you.
He lays out a hot steaming turd on your mum as well.
I just said that to like one of those.
Yeah. So this is really delayed. This derailed. This is the end of this segment. Bye. I love you.
Piss off.
Coming to the Juicy Blue Kids channel, it's Reginald starring in Spider Crab. Spider Crab airs every alternating Tuesday.
Right, you little poo-poos. Stop giggling because it's time to test your cognitive abilities. So every week I like to come up with a little game, and this week it's called I've forgotten what did I call it. Paint me like
one of your French fries.
which makes much more sense than last week's game name, but we won't go into that. We're not going to relive that. So, oh dear, Dave. Dave's having a moment. So I've got some fast food, discontinued fast food lines from history, and I've got some that I've made up, and you're going to guess if they're real or not. I haven't thought of what the real and fake words could be though. Shit, how do we do that? So if they're real fast food, and if they're fake nast food.
We are really inventive on this show.
See that on the fly humour that we've got.
What about food or fast? So it's a fast.
No, fast food.
Fast food.
I'm gonna go with nast food.
Nah.
Okay, right.
You have to do that. You have to do that.
Fast.
Nast food. Nah, bruv. Right.
Okay.
Is everyone ready? Is everyone strapped in?
Ready.
I mean, we all love a bit of fast food. Some of these might disgust Dave, unfortunately. So, I'm going to start with donut burger.
Yeah, that's fast.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah.
Fast.
Fast.
So yeah, late 2016, Burger King Israel decided to celebrate Hanukkah by unleashing it was called the Sufagani King, a Whopper sandwich between two halves of a donut topped with ketchup jam. And they've actually kept it about since then. And it's about as unhealthy as it gets by the sound of it. Okay, so what about a Dorito Burrito?
Yeah, I'm gonna go fast.
I'm gonna go nast.
Oh, it's gonna go nast. It is in fact nast. Taco Bell did in fact do the Cheeto burrito, but they never did the Dorito burrito. They also did the Kit Kat burrito and the Pop Rocks burrito.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Hot rocks burrito.
That's pretty fucking gross. What about the turkey stuffed crust pizza? So pizza stuffed with turkey in the crust.
It's fast.
Yeah, I'll say fast as well.
It's nasty.
There
has been that was my invention.
I thought it might be a Christmas one.
No,
Yeah, I was gonna
there was the shrimp stuffed crust in Japan, the Marmite stuffed crust in New Zealand, and the peanut butter stuffed crust in Taiwan, but not the turkey stuffed crust. Muck spaghetti. Muck spaghetti.
Oh.
No. Nasty.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go fast.
I'm going to say fast because it's going to be something like Italy released.
No, but they tried.
Italy.
Yeah, they did it. So it started in. You are right. It's a fast food. McDonald's originally launched in Italy, and it was such an overwhelming flop. But they took it to the Philippines, where it really kicked off, and they still serve it to this day. It comes with a side of fried chicken. Weirdly enough.
Obviously.
So
Sure they're just not in KFC or some shit.
No. I'm not keeping score, by the way. I think it's one each to Matt and Ash and something. I don't know. Matt and Ash have got tied.
Well done, Matt.
Buffalo latte. So that's a latte with buffalo hot sauce in it.
No.
That is a real thing that happened. So Tim Hortons is famous in America, but it's actually a Canadian fast food chain. Its description is: this savory and highly unusual latte was only available in Buffalo, New York, late 2017. It was freshly brewed espresso, steamed milk mocha, and a bold hit of buffalo sauce.
I feel like we need to do like a mythical morning type taste test for some of these.
The Windows 7 Whopper.
What?
The Windows 7 Whopper.
I'm going to go fast.
Yeah, fuck it.
No.
Yeah,
no.
Unfortunately, it was real. It was a promotion for the launch of Windows 7 in 2009. It was a Whopper with 7 patties, which the article described as too many.
7 patties.
What about chicken fried fudge from KFC?
Chicken fried fudge.
Chicken fried fudge.
That's fast. Yeah.
No.
No, that can't be. How do you fry fudge?
They fry Mars bars. They fry Mars bars in Scotland.
Yeah, but no, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, nah.
That was a nah for that one. It was, but there was a Long John Silver's deep fried Twinkie that existed. See the research I put into this, but not into my own facts.
You are very good at the game.
I've got a couple more. Ginger McFlurry. So McFlurry with the spiced ginger. Is it spice?
Yeah.
Roots?
No, that's got to be a fun.
That's real.
I'll say because they do like frappuccinos.
No, sadly it's not real. But they instead in Japan they have the durian crunch, which is that fruit that smells like rotting corpse. There's also groovy lime and bubblegum squash. And last one.
You're very good at making up these fake things.
I know.
Yeah.
What can I say? The last one. Pork and seaweed donut. Pork and seaweed.
I'm going to go
Fuck it, yeah, fast. Yeah, fast.
Dry pork and seaweed. A yeasty donut, apparently. Topped with dried pork, sometimes called pork floss, and seaweed. It's more of a savoury breakfast bread than the donut you'd expect. So yeah, that's paint me like one of your whatever it was, French fries. I hope you've all learned a little something about disgusting food.
I'll put worse things in my mouth.
To be fair, I don't know what my favourite.
7 Whopper.
The Windows 7 Whopper probably sounds. Some of the ones I came up with though, I quite like the sound of chicken fried fudge.
I mean, I'm intrigued.
Turkey stuffed pizza as well. I'm with you. There's a hole in the market for Thanksgiving in America or Christmas here.
Yeah.
I've seen a turkey pizza where they put it on top, but I suppose it's what's the logistics of getting turkey in a crust.
So without getting into it too much, should pineapple go on a pizza?
Yes.
Nast.
only because without kicking off the age-old debate.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
Sweet and savoury. There's so many meals that have sweet and savoury in. It seems weird that it's an argument.
I would say that pineapple goes on a pizza, but I wouldn't choose it myself.
I don't get what the big deal is though.
I don't hate it.
No.
Fruit and savoury go.
I'm not saying it shouldn't go on there. I'm just saying I fucking hate it.
I bet the same people that argue against that will have a fucking pineapple ring on their gammon.
The only thing I
fucking love a pineapple ring on my gammon.
I reckon we should be putting cucumber slices on a pizza.
Oh no, because it wouldn't survive the cooking process.
That's the
you wouldn't survive the cooking process.
Yeah, it would just be shriveled,
frazzled.
The skin of a former cucumber.
What's
you
that
could put it on the last bit.
That's my new cover of. That's my new rendition of "Son of a Preacher Man." Skin of a former cucumber.
It was the skin of a former cucumber.
Words.
Okay, so what's next?
Christ, it's the Blank O Mattic, matey poops.
I became a cardinal because I'm really cool.
I became a cardinal because I'm dead sexy.
Well, I became a cardinal because I'm bloody smart. I became a cardinal because I love crows.
We've all got reasons for becoming cardinals, and obviously the best reason of becoming a cardinal is the fact that it's the smartest reason. There's no other choice out there. Ask these happy cardinals what they thought of becoming a cardinal.
I'm allergic to cats.
I think there's something special about birds, and I just had to join the section.
Sometimes I tuck my penis between my legs and pretend I'm a lady.
A cardinal has a bird's eye view. What more could one need?
Well, you know, me and Carrie got married back in 85, and I love that bird. She's a beautiful crow, so I couldn't see any other reason to pick any other faction.
So you can be like all these amazing members of the Cardinal Society. All you gotta do is just say you're a cardinal. You know, better than being an infernum. But you still want to be an infernum and look like Victor and Frankenstein, then clearly you're a massive
Blank O Mattic, it's chromatic, it's dramatic. Blank O Mattic, it's Blank O Mattic.
Right, listen here, you people of the world. It's now time for the Blank O Mattic. This is the part of the show where we get together and stop doing thumbs up.
I thought you were going to do like a Spice Girls as well. People of the world. Good boy, every girl.
Right, so this is the part of my favourite part of the show. This is the Blank O Mattic, where we have found an online generator thingy, and we can make stories based on words that we put into this generator.
I too know English.
I know. Well, you keep distracting me with these thumbs up
on the Zoom call. We keep putting the little thumbs up reaction. It's really putting mouth for stride.
Okay,
stop it.
We're in a fucking schoolroom.
Right,
right, you naughty boys.
Right, stop it, you naughty boys.
I'm gonna make you eat all the spider webs.
Oh,
I've opened up Steam by mistake. Oh shit. Fuck off.
It will repair my broken insides.
I'm the king of Spain.
I'm the king of Spain.
I'm the king of Spain.
Wait,
should we make a special episode called No Context Sin and Gin? But it's just all the quotes out of context.
Right.
For an hour and a half.
Let's do the fucking Blank O Mattic.
Let's do it. Right, Matt, what's the Blank O Mattic this week?
The Blank O Mattic this week is because Ash has been a massive geek recently.
Yeah.
This week it is fighting a dragon.
Nice.
Nerd.
So,
nerd.
Are we ready to get a story of
physical?
I'm ready.
Joe, insert epic music here.
Oh
no, wait, you insert it when we
hang on.
the story.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant
around a section. Did you know Dr. Zeus invented the word nerd?
Oh.
Did he?
Thank you, Count Factula. Oh, that's very well.
Oh, God, not again.
You're very welcome.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think I saw it today. Dr. Zeus invented the word nerd.
That's really cool.
I don't know why or what or how.
And it meant banana pancakes, but then it got taken out of context.
Banana pancakes, but then he had blueberry pancakes, and everyone went, well, you're lying.
Well, you're lying, you bastard. Guys, we're going to fight a dragon or what?
Oh, I'm ready.
Right.
Wait.
First off, we need a name.
Vessel.
Oh, we need a name. Our alpha name. Oh, is it the character's name?
Just a name.
Cedric.
We've already had Cedric. We always have.
Have we Cedric?
Manny, what about Manny
had
Pinky
Cedric.
Bits?
Manny Pinky Bits.
Manny Pinky Bits.
Why do I always go to Cedric?
Because we had Cedric, the magic poo.
Oh yeah.
All right, we've got the name is Manny Pinky Bits. We need a location.
Scunthorpe.
Albania. Scunthorpe.
I love Scunthorpe. Smells like eggs. Eggs. Cambodia.
Cambodia, Clowntown.
Clowntown, Cambodia.
Clowntown, Cambodia. I think like that.
Wait, are we saying Clamtown or
Clowntown? Clowntown.
I think I prefer Clamtown.
Clamtown. I like
working for the Clamtown.
Clamtown, Cambodia.
Clamtown, Cambodia. Okay.
Where the world gets its clams from.
An adjective ending in ER.
Oh,
Beefed.
Flabbier.
This is beefed when this is ending in ER.
Beef.
Yeah, beefed. Flabbier.
All right, Flabbier.
Atter.
An adjective. Beefed. Beefed up.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, go on. If you're so
beefy,
inclined to write
beef in there for some reason,
we need 2 nouns.
Oh Christ! Hamburger hand.
Hamburger pineapple.
Handburger.
Handburger. Yes. Why not?
And Crumbs the magic snake.
Is that?
we need 2 nouns. We've got handburger and Crumbs the mad.
Crumb snake. Just crumb snake.
Crumb snake. We got from
what
2
about
to
Crummy
4.
Queen?
Oh, I got for crumb snake.
Crumb snake.
Oh, he's gone.
It's not even started.
The next thing we need is an animal.
Crumb snake. Why don't you put crumb snake in the animal?
All right.
We still need. What do we need a noun?
Oh, do we need another noun then?
We need a noun.
Did we have? Oh.
Garlic tree.
Garlic tree.
All right.
Just garlic ground. I think we should it grows in the ground.
An object.
Okay.
I assume this is to defeat the dragon.
The ever falling sword of Damocles.
The everlasting baguette.
The never-ending sausage.
The never-ending sausage.
The never-ending Savoy.
The never-ending sausage.
Are we having a never-ending Savoy or sausage?
I like never-ending sausage, yeah.
Okay.
Could you imagine? That'd be great. Or would you get really sick of sausage?
Well,
you don't have to. If it's never-ending, you wouldn't have to always eat, yeah.
Vegan options are available at the store.
We could do another advert. Never-ending sausage.
I'll probably do that.
We'll get to that one.
Verb, past tense.
Past tense.
Splooging.
Baffing.
Oh, splooged.
Splooged.
Splooged, yeah.
Okay.
Splooged.
How the fuck do you write splooged?
SPLOOGED. Splooged.
Duh.
Dude. It's like you've never written splooged before in your life.
God, what a bloody idiot you are.
We need a verb.
Menstruating.
Grasp.
Menstruating.
Gently menstruating.
After he's splooged.
Right. Animal's body part.
Left nipple.
Something tusk. I feel like we should have something with a tusk.
Frog tusk.
Tickly tusk.
Tickly tusk.
Tickly tusk.
Tickly tusk.
That sounds like a kid's book. Tickly tusk.
And here comes
the
adventures of Tickly Tusk.
Or what about clapping cheeks?
Clapping cheeks. Wobbly goat's knee.
Wobbly goat's knee. What are we having, guys?
Wobbly goat's knee.
Wobbly goat's knee.
Well, no, because we can't have wobbly goat's knee in case that's directed to another animal.
I don't mind. I'll say tickly tusk.
Tickly tusk is quite cute. Cute.
Okay. Tickly tusk.
Tickly tusk. Tickly.
An adjective.
Spin.
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy. Drab. Itchy.
Itchy. Yeah, itchy.
Itchy's quite good.
A family member.
Well, if you're Charles II of Spain, what is family and what is family and what is sexy?
Your
sexy uncle.
You're dead. You're
dead. You're dead dad's corpse.
Dead dad. Yeah, you're bedridden dead dad's
corpse.
Your sexy dead dad.
Sexy dead dad.
Dead dad.
With big dick energy in brackets.
Sexy dad. Sexy.
We're here for you, Charles II.
Sexy dead dad. With
pour one down. Yeah.
Energy. Fucking hell.
No, just do sexy dead dad because that's catchy. That's got snap.
Okay.
That's a song right there. Sexy dead dad. Sexy dead dad. Sexy dead dad.
Another adjective.
He gets up to things. He gets in your strings. He's
Very
sexy dead dad. Microscopic.
Microblading. Where they do the eyebrows.
Smoggy. What about smoggy?
Oh, I like smoggy.
Oh, what is smoggy?
But
obnoxious.
Micro obnoxious.
I don't know.
Micropnics.
All right, I'm going to write smoggy.
Uni.
What about smuggy?
Smug. No, I'm going to write smoggy.
What about smoggy smugness?
What about as smug as a smug?
Smoggy smugness.
Okay, so we need.
So what about smug as smog?
As smug as a smog.
Smug as
smog.
Smug as smog.
Fucking hell.
We're not
Smug
going to make it
as
easy, are
smog. A verb.
Cholesterol. What?
Twisting.
Okay, keep it there. We need another verb, base form. I don't know what base form means.
Let's Google it.
Swing, crack, destroy, start, juggle.
A verb base form is the root of the verb listed in a dictionary without any endings.
So yeah, endings. Yeah. So
like love, and drink.
Old.
I quite like juggle.
Yeah.
Juggle.
Yeah.
We need two verbs past tense.
Shitted.
Groped.
Shitted and groped.
Shitted and groped. Shitted and groped.
Here it goes.
Another animal body part.
What was the other one that you said?
Teeny tiny teat.
We had tickly. What did you not use tickly tusk?
Yeah, we used tickly tusk.
Yeah, what was the?
Oh, okay, itty bitty titty then.
Itty bitty titty.
Which is known for the famous animal.
Itty bitty titty.
On a flamingo.
We need two parts of a body, like two separate entries.
Oh, it's been a while since we've had a weenus.
Weenus.
Yeah, that's
toes,
true.
Weenus, toes.
Been a long absence of the weenus.
All right, we can have a weenus and then one other body part.
What's the bit?
Pinky.
Left nostril.
Armpit scrapings.
Eyebrow shavings.
Armpit scrapings. Eyebrow shavings.
Sleeping bag foreskin.
Sleeping bag foreskin.
Paint.
I feel like we've mentioned foreskins a lot. Like loose foreskins, dad's foreskins,
chocolate starfish,
hot dog flavored water. A bit of a crinkle below your left knee.
Bumhole crinkles.
Bumhole crinkles. Bumhole crinkles. Bumhole surface.
Bumhole crinkles.
All right, bumhole crinkles.
Bumhole crinkles.
Bumhole crinkles. Okay, we need one more verb.
Boil.
Rusty.
Crusty's not a verb.
No, it's not.
Boil, yeah. Boil.
Administer.
What about broil? Like BROIL.
Boil.
Be a type of
do boil.
meat cooking.
And an animal sound. Spam.
down.
The distant wail of a.
The distant wail of I'm the king of Spain.
What is this?
I'm the king of Spain.
Across the rolling hills, the distant wail of I'm the king of Spain.
I'm the king of Spain.
Okay, so I assume this next episode should be called I'm
the king of Spain. Yeah,
Hashtag Jaws. I'm the king of Spain. I'm the king of Spain.
I'm the king of Spain.
I'm the king of Spain.
Okay, guys, everyone take a drink.
Oh God, fucking done.
Where am I taking?
Here we go, guys. Joe, insert music here. This is Fighting a Dragon.
Okay. I'm prepared.
Oh yeah.
That's what this was about.
Many Pinky Bits entered the cave. Never before had they felt so scared. Yet they know all of Clamtown, Cambodia was counting on them. So they had to venture forward. As they progressed, they felt as if the cave was getting flabbier and flabbier. When it got too beefed up to see, they lit a hamburger to see what was going on. But as they did, they came face to face with a garlic tree-breathing crumb snake.
Oh, stink.
Fucking hell, that snake stinks.
My eyes.
At least there's no vampires in this cave.
Yeah.
They realised this was the crumb snake that had burnt their hometown of Clamtown, Cambodia to the ground. And with that, a spark of vengeance ignited in their soul. With that, they drew their trusty, never-ending sausage.
Just fucking. I'm gonna get you eventually.
They splooched at it with the intent to menstruating. However, with a swipe of its tickly tusk, it knocked many Pinky Bits on their back. The beast had them in an itchy position. Fucking bastard.
That tickly tusk.
Many Pinky Bits felt as if it was the end. But then he remembered what their sexy dead dad had told them. When you are down in a smugger's smug position, don't surrender. Let it twisting your fighting spirit. Never ever juggle, my child.
Good advice.
That's a fact.
Manny Pinky Bits then saw an opening to attack.
Oh dear, he's gone.
Oh,
Manny Pinky Bits then saw an opening. They shitted under the crumb snake and got behind it.
Quick, throw a shitted under him.
Quick, shit under it and run away.
Shit under it. It smells from the bottom.
Right, I'm going to start this bit again.
Hey, I got hiccups.
Manny Pinky Bits then saw an opening to attack. They shitted under the crumb snake and got behind it. They then groped the beast's itty bitty titty to get on its weenus. Manny Pinky Bits then plunged his never-ending sausage in.
I know where this is going.
Great.
Manny Pinky Bits then plunged his never-ending sausage into the bumhole crinkles of the crumb snake.
I can't breathe.
So, can we have that bit again, Matt?
Oh my God, my stomach hurts so much.
Manny Pinky Bits then plunged his never-ending sausage into the bumhole crinkles of the crumb snake, causing it to collapse. He stood in front of the fallen crumb snake, having won.
Bless him.
I will not kill you. You have been through enough. I will give you a chance to boil the crumb snake. Realizing what he was saying, limped off, letting out one last. Okay. I will give you a chance to boil the crumb snake. Realizing what he was saying, limped off, letting out one last distant wail of, I'm the King of Spain! I'm the King of Spain! I'm the King of Spain! Fanny Pinky Bits stood proud, knowing their hometown of Clamtown, Cambodia was safe.
Fucking hell. I mean, how did we get the sentence, plunge his never-ending sausage into his bumhole crinkles? So perfect. I mean, I don't think the stars have ever aligned so perfectly.
I did.
Shitted under the crumb snake. So, to recap, shitted under the crumb snake, plunges never-ending sausage into his bumhole crinkles, and then let him go whilst the crumb snake shouted, I'm the King of Spain! I'm the King of Spain!
I'm the King of Spain!
And Manny, what's his face, went back to
Manny Pinky Bits.
Was it Crumbtown, Cambodia?
Clamtown, Cambodia.
Fucking hell, I can't remember. I'm just focused on the shitted under the crumb snake.
Incredible.
Well, that's the Blank O Mattic, and if you're still listening to this point, you are a soldier.
Well done.
Well done. You deserve a golden star and a Kit Kat.
Go.
If you get attacked by a snake, chuck shit under it.
So I imagine we'll be back again, in your ears soon, doing a little tickle of your ears.
So thank you very much for all of those wonderful people that are still listening to this podcast on episode, whatever we are on.
17?
16?
17. Yeah,
17.
Yeah.
17.
We don't know why you do it, but we appreciate that you do. And obviously, as always, send any facts, insults, nudes, etc.
Send it to sinandginpodcast@gmail.com. That is where you can contact us if you've got any game ideas, facts, shit news stories, or you just want to send us a picture of that sweet, creamy titty. Send it through to that sinandginpodcast@gmail.com.
Yep. We'll see you on a Tic Tac video near you.
An orange and lime Tic Tac video.
One final word. I'm the King of Spain!
I'm the King of Spain! I'm the King of Spain!
Oh, I'm the King of Spain!
Bye, I love you.
Hey, fuck off.
I'm the King of Spain. I'm the King of Spain.
I'm the King of Spain. I'm the King of Spain.
I'm the King of Spain. I'm the King. I'm the King of Spain.
I'm the King of Spain.
I'm the King of Spain. All right. Okay.
Spain. I'm the King of Spain.